Tim, how you feeling about this first stalk?
Not as good as ever.
So, what happened out there on the first stalk, Tim?
Well, we're coming up the road and we spotted 2 does bedded, and then we noticed a buck just a couple yards away from them, so we decided to make a stalk. Coming up and over here, I got to a point where I thought I could see the whole entire bottom where those does were, but I couldn't see any of them, and I saw a buck up on top. He was in a good position, so I figured those does and that buck probably, they heard us slow down and probably took off. But just as I started making a move for that one up there to try to get closer, because he's in a great position, but he is across the line now that you look at it. But the doe stood up, and there must be a little backside or lip to it. And they stood up, and then as they ran, and started going towards them a little bit more. And that original buck, he was standing there at less than 100. He would have been in a good stalking position if we had came over here. But I continued on after him a little bit more and got to his 98.
Antelope bow hunting.
Yeah, first stalk of the day though.
Well, guess what? Lots more public, lots more antelope. Let's go find another one.
It's still early. Shit, it's 6:30.
Yeah. So what's going on here, Tim?
Alright, so we have a group of does, and we just spotted a buck come up over. He's kind of trailing them right now. I got 2 other ones coming off the top. But we're going to try to get over here and kind of put ourselves in a position to, if they allow us to make a good move, that area over there, there's a lot of rolling hills and cuts, so closing the distance should be a little bit easier than a prairie. I just spotted 3 of them, kind of in between 2 rocks on the next coulee over. So there's a little dip, rocks, and they're working up that second ridge. So we're gonna come up here and try to get ahead of them, and probably actually let them try to work past us.
Ambush.
Ambush them.
Spot and stalk ambush. Sharp stick. I thought you said we were gonna be hunting flat stuff.
Remember that time you sent me to that BLM, said there was a whole bunch of antelope all over?
Yeah.
Got you back.
Yeah. Right there. How far?
They're still coming up.
How far?
200.
Okay, you want me to move up?
Bite it down.
Oh yeah.
Right on top of the knoll.
Seems like a good place to bed down.
So he's on like basically there's a little cliff almost like right here on his backside. He's facing this way. All the does are down in the valley except for one, which is over in here. She looks like an old, you know what?
Old ornery one?
Yeah, old ornery one.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna come all this way and not scare them.
Yeah, I gotta at least scare him.
At least say peekaboo. Alright, so last we saw that buck on this point, just over on the other side of it. I didn't think it was gonna allow us to get over here, but I think that because we're on top looking down, that flat actually comes down a little bit more, and he was back on over a little bit more. There's a whole bunch of does over here, so I'm gonna come down, come up that side, hopefully get a view of his horns first, try to get a range on it, and then I don't know, throw a rock at him.
Yeah, poke a hole in him.
Yeah.
All right, sounds super easy, guaranteed, right?
That's all loose and rocky shale.
Perfect. I'll probably chill out right here then. Good luck.
I'll figure it out when I get there.
There you go. Good luck. So update time. We think the buck's just on the backside of this hill Tim's walking up, so he's probably within 80 yards right now. It's loose rocks, so not ideal stalking conditions. All right, what's the recap?
Yeah, so he was definitely bedded over here, but when I popped up and over, he wasn't, so I slowly kept on creeping. And when I got just my head, just about right here, that's when I saw him. He was already standing up looking at me. Sitting here trying to range him, and I'm getting 8 yards. You know, I know he's not 8 yards with the grass. So one time I got 67, the other time I got 57. I'm like, I know he's not 57. I feel like he's closer than that, but if they're smaller body, I'm used to seeing bigger. I'm like, I'll go with it. Held it right on him, squeezed, and left to right was good, just a little high.
Yeah, a little high?
I just stood up on top of here and ranged about where he was standing. It was 46, so
oh,
10
jeez.
yards high.
Whoops.
I should have gone with 40.
And consolation prize to see that shed. Yeah, see, it's not all bad. Out here glassing for antelope. Second weekend. Nothing yet. Try to turn something up though. All right, what's the story, Tim?
Ready? I'm gonna glass this way. All right, so we got a buck over here. He's way out there. He's probably about 250,000 miles away.
250,000.
But we're gonna try to work up a cut right here. Try to get a view of the topography on the backside and see what he's doing. He's kind of working our way, but we're gonna try to get a view over there. If we have to, we'll drop back down and try to cut around. But we're gonna
just need to get closer right now.
We need to get a little closer to figure it out and kind of just watch him a little bit before we go scaring him.
Tim's getting the decoy set up. We just saw the buck like 70 yards away. It kind of surprised us. Covered a lot of ground. And we're going to try to look around him now. And Tim's going to poke a hole in him. That's the plan anyways. I think it's 100% guaranteed. What do you think?
I think it's a done deal.
Done deal. Guaranteed. let's go talk to Tim, see what he's got to say. Tim, what you got there?
Well, I have my first speed goat. I spotted this guy, I don't know, gotta be almost 800 yards.
That's what I think, yeah.
So we started making a move. We got to a draw. We got to the draw trying to glass down in. And I said to Jeremy beforehand, I'm like, it's funny, you can sit there and glass them, they won't move more than 20 yards for 20 minutes. And then as soon as you disappear, they make like a 300-yard move in no time. Well, we were getting to that draw, and all of a sudden, Jeremy's like, there he is. And both of us kind of looked at the same time, and he was already right next to us.
Probably what, like 60, 70 yards?
60, 70 yards. So I dropped everything, kind of tried to make a stalk up over the ridge, and he was already gone by then. So we put the decoy on, and we made a move back around, and slowly just crept around, coming up through here, and there's a drainage ditch over here, or a little creek. So yeah, we came up the creek. Jeremy got set, I saw it was a white rear end. Then yeah, Jeremy got set up, and I kind of continued coming up with the decoy, and finally I caught his back. And when I caught his back, I think he don't know if he caught me or what, but I spun the decoy in the direction. I just sat right down. He went right back to feeding and kind of milled around for a little bit and kind of slowly worked his way. Then he like he knew the decoy was there, but he didn't pay too much attention to it. And then yeah, finally he really looked at it. He saw it. He didn't like what he saw, but he's already within range. Yeah, I made a shot. Wasn't the best shot, but we put him down quickly, and he was done in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
if that.
Not even, probably 5.
Yeah.
Just gave him some time to be safe.
So yeah, first speed goat. Did it my way, did a spot and stalk.
Well, here's the successful antelope hunter, just strapping on the suffer right now, about ready to pack the meat out.
Really about to earn it.
Really about to earn it, that's right.